Metro Police and counselors will meet tomorrow with women who came forward after a NewsChannel 5 investigation into the Center for Reproductive Health. Thank you for joining us here at 6. I'm Carrie Sharp.
And I'm Hunter Hoagland. Our Investigates team first exposed how one of the men who had treated patients at the now closed Nashville fertility clinic was in fact not a licensed medical doctor.
Investigative reporter Jennifer Krause is here with us now with an update. And I know, Jen, this has been so hard for many of the women who were patients there.
Yeah, it sure has. And you know, recently some of these women decided to get together and talk about what has happened. And they invited us to be there.
Welcome to everybody.
These women who had never met before were soon sharing and comparing stories.
He told every single person they weren't ovulating.
These were people who understood exactly what they're going through.
They were all here because we couldn't get pregnant on our own, right?
They have not only struggled with infertility, they also were all patients at the Center for Reproductive Health, the Nashville fertility clinic that abruptly shut down in early April after the staff was not paid. But it wasn't until after the facility closed that NewsChannel 5 Investigates discovered that one of the men who treated patients here was not actually a licensed medical doctor.
All right, the first question is, show of hands, how many of you were patients of Ferrer Dyer's?
And these women had no idea.
Tonight, another bombshell.
Until they saw our reporting.
And I was like, this can't be real.
That Ferrer Dyer, the man they thought was a doctor.
He introduced himself as Dr. Dyer, and everyone referred to him as Dr. Dyer in the clinic.
The man who would perform procedures on them.
And I was like, we just saw him.
Wasn't who he'd claimed to be.
Then come to find out he wasn't even a doctor. Honestly, I'm just thinking of...
Because it feels like it's unraveling in just such a strange way that no one knows how to deal with it.
It is hard. It's.
The women say infertility is hard enough, but then to find out that the man they trusted and believed would help them get pregnant wasn't licensed to do so was almost just too much for them and those who love them.
Like, she's so strong. I'm just proud of her.
It just doesn't make sense, and you try to make sense of it and just get angrier, sadder. I mean, I feel violated for what happened. I mean, he was seeing people and doing procedures on people that he had no business doing.
Well, we knew that Dyer had performed a number of less invasive intrauterine inseminations, or IUIs. We learned here, according to his patients, that he also did more complex procedures as well.
Dr. Dyer slept me for my first IVF egg removal. So that's like, you know, invasive and whatnot in its own self, putting catheters in and putting your, somebody under.
As we've reported, not only is Ferrer Dyer not licensed to be a doctor, but degrees from the medical school in England he claims he attended are not recognized by most licensure boards.
How many of you got pregnant?
And while only one of the more than dozen women here say they ever got pregnant, the others are left wondering now.
We just had our 4th IUI fail.
Whether it was their bodies or their so-called doctor who failed them.
He's got some explaining to do.
This gathering was organized.
And what happened to all of us is inexcusable, should have never happened.
By Sarah Davis.
How long have you been trying?
2.5 years.
Who was the first to share her experience.
What did they tell you about Dr. Dyer?
Nothing but wonderful things.
And her doubts about Ferrer Dyer. She then discovered that there were so many others out there like her.
But I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
And so many others who needed, well, this.
And to have a group of people that know what you've experienced and know what to say and know to hold your hand and know to hug you and know that you're gonna cry at some point.
I think that's the biggest thing that we all deal with is just this huge sense of betrayal.
And they know it isn't over. Right now, the Tennessee Attorney General's office and Metro Police are both investigating the Center for Reproductive Health, its founder and medical director, Dr. Jaime Vasquez, along with Ferrer Dyer.
What have they taken away from you?
My hope. I don't think I'm as hopeful as I was for
And whatever happens next, these women now know they won't have to face it alone.
President, I don't know half of their names, but you know that they truly understand where you're coming from.
Now, the women were hoping to get some answers at a court hearing next week in the case filed by the Tennessee Attorney General against Dr. Vasquez and his clinic. But now the Center for Reproductive Health and its related entities have just filed for bankruptcy, and their attorneys have asked that the case be put on hold until all of that is resolved. They've also asked that the case be moved from the Davidson County Chancery Court to federal court.
Just so sad you feel for these women, their families. I mean, what happens now?
Well, the judge in the case agreed to put the case on hold, at least for now. We're working to find out just how long this could delay things, but I'm told at the very least we're talking about perhaps several more months.
So what happens in the meantime? I mean, what do these patients do? I'm sure they don't want to hear this.
They are so frustrated. I mean, this is obviously not the news that they wanted to hear. There are a lot of women who have embryos still at the facility that they want to use right now, but they say while the case is tied up in the courts, they can't seem to get answers as to when they might be able to access them or get them transferred to another clinic. They're just overall very frustrated, but we'll keep you posted. Carrie?
Jen.